Eu te amo, Brasil! Essa moça tá diferente.
Se você assiste Yellowstone e ainda não assiste essa série que eu vou te falar, a hora de tirar o atraso é agora. Na série 1923, disponível no Paramount Plus, a gente acompanha uma história derivada dentro do universo de Yellowstone. Ou seja, se trata de um spin-off para poder conhecer uma nova geração da família Dutton, dessa vez sobrevivendo ao início do século XX. Entre alguns dos desafios que os rancheiros terão de enfrentar, vão ter as secas históricas, pandemias e os períodos conhecidos como Proibição e a Grande Depressão. Protagonizada por ninguém mais, ninguém menos do que Helen Mirren e Harrison Ford, donos do rancho Yellowstone, nessa série aqui a gente segue acompanhando a família Dutton nessa batalha eterna para manter o seu rancho e mais especificamente nessa produção aqui a ideia é acompanhar essas consequências da expansão territorial para o Oeste dos Estados Unidos e também a devastação das comunidades nativas. Agora no dia 23 de fevereiro chega no streaming a segunda temporada da série e eu pude entrevistar alguns membros do elenco para poder falar dessa nova leva de episódios. Olha só como foi.
Of all the things I've had to do for this ranch, takes a cake.
Hi, I'm Renata.
Hi.
I'm in the middle of my vacation.
Well, it looks nice.
But wanted to do the interview anyway, so
Como vai você? Tudo bem?
please come to Brazil, you know.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Look at all the palm
Sacarema.
trees.
Invite us, please invite us.
Yeah, just come. You guys are more than welcome.
Oh, wow.
We have those marvelous places, and
Yes.
I mean, I just had to use the scenario. I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't be on the hotel room, you know. I knew this would be something. I mean, look at it. You
Yeah.
know,
I
it's-
I don't even know where I am
perfect.
right now.
We're envious.
Transported. Because it's summer there, right? Like, yeah.
It's
yeah,
summer.
it's always summer in Brazil,
That's
you know.
true.
Where are you?
I'm at Série, the northern part of Brazil.
Oh, nice.
And tomorrow is my birthday, so I had to come
Oh,
here.
happy
good for
birthday.
you. Yeah, enjoy that.
Near Salvador
Thank
de
you,
Bahia,
guys.
no?
Yeah, it's near Salvador.
Oh,
it's near
nice,
Salvador.
nice.
So let's start talking about the show too.
Yes.
yeah.
And first, just please state a message to the Brazilian fans. I mean, people will love that.
How do you say I love you, Brazil? Is eu te amo,
Tá.
no?
Eu te amo, Brasil. Yeah.
Ah,
Te amo?
eu te amo, Brasil.
Yeah,
Oh,
te amo, Brasil.
Eu te amo, Brasil! Essa moça tá diferente. That's Chico Buarque. It's a great musician.
We all sacrificed a lot, but this fight ain't over.
When you entered this world of Taylor Sheridan, were you a fan? Were you aware of the huge impact of this show on the American citizen? You know, Yellowstone is one of the most watched series in the US, and 1923 also had amazing ratings too.
I mean, yes, I live on planet Earth, so I was very aware of the Taylor Sheridan world and his shows. I can understand why there's such an energy behind them and there's so much support, and it just feels like, in a way, he's sort of reinventing something that had worked for decades, and it feels like old school storytelling and filmmaking where all of the dollars end up on the screen. And as a viewer, it becomes like a time machine. Your television transports you into an era that you wouldn't normally consider, and you stop moving forward for a second, and the glimpse into the past, suddenly you find yourself in the present. Yes, there's an incredible story, there's love stories, there's, you know, friction and turmoil and grit. It's also becomes a mirror and lets you reflect on where you are. And if you are not permanent, then what do you want to do with this ticket with life? And that's an amazing thing, I think, when television can wield that kind of power. And that's the reason I wanted to be, so desperately wanted to be in the Taylor Sheridan world. You're 30 miles from anything. Where are you headed?
Montana. Family needs me.
So how do you guys expect this season to flow? And we know that maybe season 2 will be the last of the show. So how are you guys feeling right now?
We're feeling great that there was a season 2, because at the beginning, you know, it was only going to be one season of the show, a limited series. So as soon as we knew that there was going to be a second season, it was extremely exciting for us to be able to continue our characters' journeys. And yeah, I mean, we're delighted with the reception of the show all over the world. And Brazil, I know, a very, very faithful and a loyal audience. I've done a few shows that Brazilians love, and I know how ardent the fans are in Brazil.
I kind of fell in love with this reality show on Netflix about Brazilian bull riders, and I didn't realize how many cowboys there are.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
culture.
yeah, yeah.
They're like the best cowboys over there.
I'll destroy everything they fought for.
Amina, for you, I think you could also tell us a little bit about you were on season 1 and then season 2 back again and the whole success of the show. How was that for you?
I was so ready to get back. I feel like we had a year and a half or 2 years of just kind of like, oh, is it gonna happen? Is it not? So to be able to come back and continue the storylines for everybody and to, you know, give the audience what they want was everything, especially having the opportunity to share with the world a real being, a real person, you know. I was very, very excited.
Meet you on the rainwater? Come with me.
I want you guys to talk a little bit the challenges of this season. I mean, when we think about the priests, they need to take matters with their own hands as they need to find Tiana, and the Dutton ranch is having like so many troubles. So what can you guys tell me about the difficulties on this season?
It was very hot, very cold.
Very hot
Yeah.
on my set because we
very
shot
cold
in
on our
different
set.
locations.
Yeah.
It was very, very hot where I was and
Yeah.
where
No,
Brian
the journey
was.
across though the flatlands and the plains, which was really interesting. I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah.
This season is huge in terms of what we cover. I mean, just our characters alone. I mean, there's 10 other people that have significant journeys, so that was really interesting. But yeah, I think that's all I can really tell you.
Yeah, I mean, what was really interesting with this season is you know, everyone is on a journey, whether it be at the Dutton Ranch or on a physical journey, but also a very, very emotional and psychological journey. You see many, many changes in the characters. That's what's really fascinating. From Brian's character, I can't really go into detail, but he goes through such an immense change, and it's the same with Father Renaud. He is outside of his element within the context of the residential schools where, you know, there's a rigid environment, and suddenly he's thrust into the wild, and he suddenly is seen approaching the world in a totally different way. Things suddenly hit him totally differently psychologically, not only physically, because the journey is extremely arduous. It's uncomfortable for a priest to be, you know, wandering about the West. Basically, what they encounter is going to change him as a man forever. But he's still on his quest, you know, to find Tiona and to seek redemption from her.
I'm trying to prevent a war here. It ain't preventable. He wants to take this place from us.
Tiana is like running away and she got lots and lots of danger to face. I mean, what can you tell us about her this season?
Yeah, I mean, she's still running. She is still running. It's still very dangerous. You guys have seen such a very specific Tiona and kind of not all of her. And I believe in season 2, you're gonna kind of be able to experience her a little deeper and kind of watch her heart break open. She's seeing her dad for the first time in 5 or 6 years. She saw him for the first time in season 1, but really now being able to experience him and being able to learn from him. She was taken at such a young age. So now she's reestablishing a relationship with her dad and learning more of herself, of her culture, and holding on to that. So it's really important.
I can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. But our time's up. I mean, I could be here like for so many minutes. But thank you guys so much.
The time is up already.
Have a great trip. Feliz cumpleaños.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Bye bye, Brazil.
Anything worth having is worth fighting for.